Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Ruth Marquise Haynes, your favorite realtor, right? I need a real jingle. Your favorite realtor. Today we're going to talk about the 5 steps to getting a home loan. It's a little rainy, so I'm in the car today. Got my little listing sign out. Going to my little listing appointment. All right, how are y'all today? I hope you're doing great, phenomenal, excellent, marvelous. Do not let the weather dictate your day. Create your own sunshine, all that wonderful, good, motivational stuff. Now let's talk about the home loan process, okay? A big part of you buying a house is actually the money to have the house, right? You have to have the money to pay, just to promise to pay this loan for 30 years. So I want to talk to you about the 5 different steps. The first step is pre-qualification. If you're writing this down, number 1 is pre-qualification. Pre-qualification is like you think you pre-approved, but really nobody really saw your paperwork, so like you kinda pre-approved, right? So you tell the lender asks you a lot of questions. They ask you, yes, you do have to give up your social, they have to run your credit, your address, your work history, all of that stuff. Yeah, like the exact names of where you work. Don't feel it strange that they ask you these questions. They need to know. Because then they're going to go and verify everything. So they will pre-qualify you based off of what you told them and what your credit score is. So pre-qualification basically is like, based on what you told me and what your credit score looks like, you probably kind of should have could get a house, right? And then number 2 would be a pre-approval. A pre-approval, this is what it should be, because a lot of people issue these without really verifying anything. A pre-approval should be the lender has now seen your documents, seen your paperwork. You have your 2 years of your tax returns. You have your 2 years of your W-2s. You have your 2 months of bank statements, your 2 months of your pay stubs. Everything's accurate, up to date. Nothing's missing. Nothing is, out of order. And now they can issue you a pre-approval. They still have to verify your employment. They still have to verify your hours. All this stuff that they do in the background. Listen, I'm not a lender, but I'm letting you know what I do know about this process. Number 3. So after you're pre-approved, you're good. Like most likely, you got the loan. Now let me tell you this: don't ever think that, oh, I got a pre-approval, so I'm good to go. I could do whatever I want. I could spend the money the way I want. Other things can come up. Leave your money where it is. Always have extra money. Like, do what is fiscally responsible. Don't think that this is the pre-approval means that it's one piece of paper. Like if somebody's really gonna, and do they really sign it though? Is somebody really gonna give you a mortgage off of one piece of paper and they just met you today? Like, come on. So it's like the first date, right? It's like, okay, all right, I got to know you a little bit more, and then after a while they get to dig in your past, they dig in your work history, they dig in your credit, and then they're like, oh, okay, after we did all this digging and we know what we're working with, then we will propose this thing to you, right? That's the let's just call like a pre-qualification is like the first date, like y'all dating, and then the pre-approval is like an engagement, right? I like where I'm going with this. And then, all right, so then number 3 is the application. All right, so the application is done after you get an offer. You find a house, you go submit a lender application. You're gonna have to put some money down, probably around $500 or $600. You're gonna put down because you're gonna have to pay for your appraisal, and that's a third party. Anytime you're paying third party, they're gonna get paid no matter what. All right, so it's not the bank that's getting paid, it's the appraiser that's getting paid. They're gonna tell them how much the house is worth. So with the application, you're going to put in more details. You're going to sign some paperwork, because a lot of papers that you got to sign, disclosures, all that stuff, right? So that's when, like, let's just say you get engaged to somebody, like now you start digging into their family history, and you start, meeting the members of the family if you didn't already. You start really going in, and it's like, is this something I really want to do? And that's what the bank is doing with you. All right, so that's the application. Number 4 is the mortgage commitment. All right. The mortgage commitment is like, you know what? You passed all checks. Like, yeah, all right, we going somewhere. We going somewhere, right? We really getting somewhere now. I'm getting on my knees and I'm like, listen, like, come on, will you, right? A mortgage commitment. Until you get a mortgage commitment, you do not have a mortgage. I'm going to say that again. Until you have a mortgage commitment, you do not have a mortgage, right? I'm talking about a commitment with no contingencies. Like, I will marry you if you make six figures. I will marry you if, no. Something with no contingencies. No, only if the appraisal does this and that. No, like a commitment, a full commitment, like they're ready to close. After that commitment comes in, we start going into motion and scheduling closing, scheduling final walkthroughs and scheduling everything, right? So now I'm thinking like maybe the final walkthrough is like the bachelorette party. Like you walk through, like you make sure everything's good, like one last hurrah, right? You walk through the house one last time before you buy it. So you better, look for everything you can. And then finally, dun, 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 dun. I wish I had some bells or something, right? All right. The settlement. Settlement is like the wedding day. You sign the paperwork, you get the house, you get the keys, everything is fully accessible to you. That is settlement, and that is when you actually own the home. It's yours for the taking. So number 1 is pre-qualification. That's credit only and based off of what you told them. Number 2 is pre-approval. All right? Pre-approval is they get more sorry, that's my people's. They get number 2 is pre-approval, where they get their paperwork and everything. Number 3 is the application, where it's like you have that specific house that you're going after and you want to get a mortgage for, right? Number 4 is the mortgage commitment. Yeah, that's the bank saying, yes, okay, we're gonna do this loan. And number 5 is the settlement. Settlement is when they finalize everything's signed on the dotted line, and they are yours for 30 whole years, right? 30 whole years. Some mortgages last longer than some marriages. I'm just saying though. Anyway, but that is it for today. Thank you so much for paying attention. 5 steps to getting a home loan. Share with your friends, your family. I want to see how much you can share this. Like, comment, ask any questions that you need. Anybody that you think will benefit from this, let them know about it. Tag them, message them. And also, we're having a credit seminar coming up this week, so contact me. All right. See ya later. Bye.